The City of Bend's e-bike and scooter rental system is about a month in now. Noah Chast was in downtown Bend today to see how it's been working so far, and he joins us now here in the studio. What'd you learn, Noah?
Well, Lee, like most things, there are certainly mixed opinions. I saw plenty of people using the bikes and spoke to a few of them who love it. But others tell me they're tired of seeing the bikes left in places they shouldn't be. 1 month in, Bend's new Bird e-bike and scooter rental program has seen success with some complaints.
I think the major concern is that bikes are left in areas where people are not used to it, right?
Parking services manager Tobias Marks says the bikes are sometimes left on sidewalks, in front of parks, or houses.
People in Bend pay a lot of money for their houses. Last thing we want is a random bike in our front yard.
Marks says the city started with 16 official parking areas and is actively adding more.
Much easier to find a preferred parking area or a nest, a bird nest, if you know where they are and if there are many of them.
They're also adding a new system to incentivize leaving your bike in the right area and, after a warning, punishing you if you don't. With this system, if at the end of the ride you leave it on the side of the road or sidewalk, you'd pay full price and possibly even an extra fee. But if you find the closest parking spot, then you pay the normal price and maybe even a discount. Not everyone in Bend is sold.
Don't get me wrong, I think it's a great idea. I do believe we need to move more to clean energy, but I think at this time in Bend it's not what we need.
But Mark says most of the feedback is positive.
So we've been seeing these bikes around all the time, and we're like, hey, let's just go try out the bikes and ride them around. We had so much fun.
Mark says there were almost 1,300 riders in the first week of June, with the numbers going up every day.
It made me feel like a kid again. We literally were only going to go for 10 minutes, and we ended up going for 40 minutes because it was, super easy, felt comfortable, and just very fun.
In terms of rider safety, Mark says more people using these bikes actually opens up the bigger conversation.
It shows us that we have some need to address bike safety in the city across the board.
But for now, he hopes to make this system work as best as possible.
And I think that's the idea of learning while we are moving forward with it to fine-tune and make it better.
Mark says if you see a bike in a spot it should not be, you can report it on the City of Bend website or on the Bird app itself. This helps notify Bird collection staff as quickly as possible.